Let's talk about some more Black Ops Cold War Year 2 DLC we're going to see in the game very soon. We have 6 new remade maps and multiple weapons being added to this game. Go through all of the info you guys need to know in today's video. If you guys are new and would like to subscribe, I would greatly appreciate that. And be sure to drop a like on the video as well. Now, yesterday, we got some pretty huge information. Some leakers telling us that Zombies Chronicles 2 is actually happening, but we may only see a Die Rise and Buried remake at first, and a Transit remake we'll have to wait a bit longer for, and then that also the Victis characters, the Victis crew, they're still alive despite pretty much everyone assuming that they've been dead for a very long time. So if you guys want to check that video out, a lot of important info there. A link will be down below in the description and in a pinned comment. But for this video here, we have even more info on some more Cold War Year 2 DLC. First up here, we have the Scythe melee weapon. Let's look at the official description in the game. It says, a two-handed melee, reap a bountiful harvest by cutting down all who stand in your path. Quick swinging with a wide arc for deadly efficiency. So really sick stuff here. Again, in this screenshot, we have the Scythe at level 9. Clearly, this person was either using the Scythe early in public matches or in a private game, or he just loaded it in that way already at level 9. But regardless, when a DLC weapon is available early in Black Ops Cold War, that means it was added in the recent update and it's being prepared, or it's going to release very soon. So the next semi-major Year 2 update we get for this game, the Scythe will most likely be a part of that update, probably alongside Jungle as well. Just like the previous Year 2 update was WMD, the Vargo 52, and the Mastercraft. Even though WMD was delayed, it was supposed to be a part of that first update. So next update here, we're most likely going to get the Scythe melee weapon, a bundle alongside of it, maybe a Mastercraft, maybe not, and of course an MP map, which will most likely be Jungle since it's already playable in the game, and that's just the next map we're expecting to see. We're seeing the most leaks about Jungle, so that's what I'm expecting, although it could be a bit different. Instead of the Scythe, we could also get that APS underwater rifle that was also leaked to be coming to Cold War MP very soon. We could get both the Scythe and the APS rifle. So again, anything could happen here. I'll be sure to update you guys once we get some official info on that stuff. But next up here, we have a bunch of MP maps coming to Black Ops Cold War. Some maps I also wasn't really expecting to see as well. Alex over on Twitter tweets this out. We have FR, G, H, L, and S, and then below that he's replying to his other tweet of a firing range. So of course he's tweeting out some hints here for the next couple of MP maps. Maybe this is zombies included, but I'm pretty sure this is just MP. First one here, of course, firing range. The second one, people were saying it might be grid, but it seems like it actually might be grind, the Black Ops 2 map, because these are all Black Ops 4 maps, or these are all maps that were in Black Ops 4 that were remade from BO1. Because as you can see, we also have Havana, Launch, and Summit, all BO1 maps in BO4. It seems like it may just be super easy for them to bring over those BO4 maps and port them to Cold War. The Zombies Chronicles 2 leak we had last year was referring to the Black Ops 4 remakes, Transit, Die Rise, and Buried, being ported over from BO4 into Cold War. So again, maybe it's just easy for them to do that as opposed to have other BO1 maps that were never remade or remastered, and it would just be more difficult for them to bring those maps back for whatever reason. But if we think about Cold War's Season 5, we had a drive-in remake from BO1, and that map was never remade in any other Call of Duty, so maybe not. So I don't know, but it's very interesting to see all of the BO4 remakes being brought over to Cold War. I still think it's really cool. You guys can let me know your opinions on that down below, and if you think he's referring to other maps, if you think Alex is referring to different maps, not the ones I listed, I mean, I'm pretty confident it's the ones I listed here, but if you guys have other ideas as to what G could be referring to, do you think he's referring to grid instead of grind? Do you think L could be something else? I mean, is there another L Call of Duty MP map? I can't think of it off the top of my head, but there probably is. Let me know your opinions on that as well down below. But now let's go through here, the maps themselves. I went back on Black Ops 4 in some custom lobbies, playing against some bots just to see, well, do we really want these maps to return? Are the map layouts good? Do they even look good? Or is this something we really want to see in Cold War? So I know it's on bots. It's not going to play the exact same way as it would in normal public match lobbies, but I have them on regular, and you know me, I'm kind of garbage, so I'm dying against bots anyway. So it's a good test just to see the layout, the look of the map, the aesthetic, and all of that good stuff. So first up here, we'll start off with firing range. This one actually looked really good back in Black Ops 4. The colors were really sick. I mean, this was a great upgrade. I'm glad they decided to go with the OG firing range instead of Studio, because Studio was super cool, but I definitely like the OG firing range aesthetics, and it's a huge upgrade from what the map looked like back in Black Ops 1. The layout is great as well, and we've made the argument before that this could be like Treyarch's new version of Nuketown. This should be the map that they market more, honestly. This is a close quarters map, super fun, and I think people are still not sick of this map. I mean, it's still a very popular map. It's been in almost every Treyarch Call of Duty, of course, but to me, it seems like less repetitive than Nuketown. We've seen Nuketown so many times. We've had countless Nuketown 24/7 playlists. It would make more sense to have another close quarters, but still fan favorite map that they can market well, like firing range, be the new Nuketown. So let me know your opinions on that down below. I wish firing range would have been on Cold War in the first year of its DLC, but I'll take it in the second year. Why not? So solid map. I think it holds up well in 2022. It was super fun playing even on bots, so can't wait to see this in Cold War. Now the next one here is a map I love so much, so I hope this is being added here. We have Grind, the Black Ops 2 DLC map. I know I've said before I want them to focus on Black Ops 1 remakes, but Grind is a map that I just have so many memories with. I love this map. It's a great map for just, you know, spawn killing and going for crazy gameplays. The layout is super nice, 3 lanes, fun middle of the map. And obviously, you don't always have to spawn kill to have fun, but I just have so many great memories from BO2 playing this map. And it was actually pretty fun in Black Ops 4, even though I didn't play the game too much. It was pretty nice. The colors are great as well. It looks super vibrant. Kind of similar to firing range, Grind is just a map I would love to see in pretty much every Treyarch Call of Duty. If they're going to bring back Nuketown every game, let's get rid of Nuketown and let's bring back either firing range or Grind, because Grind is, even though it was a DLC map, to me, it's just one of the best maps of all time. Definitely a top 5 map from Black Ops 2. So let me know your opinions on this map down below. So hyped to see this one in Cold War. Next one here is a Black Ops 1 map brought into BO4, Havana. This one is very interesting. I'm not gonna lie, I mean, when I played it in the custom lobby here up on screen against bots, I had a fun time. It's a pretty solid map. The layout isn't my favorite. It's like a loosely 3-lane map. It has a lot more areas to go around and explore. You have a lot of different buildings with 2 levels, and it's not annoying to play, but it's not my favorite map layout. It's overall pretty good, although if I did have the option to remove one of these MP maps from this Cold War remake list here and get another BO1 map, bring it over to this game, I would probably remove Havana and get another map. I mean, I like the map, but it's just not my favorite out of this list here, but it did look cool in BO4. Again, like the other BO4 remakes, the colors looked amazing. As we saw with the WMD recently, the Cold War version of that map looks very similar to what it looked like in BO4, so it should be the same with these other maps as well. But again, not my favorite map here, Havana. So next one here, we have Launch, another great map. And I said this a long time ago, even before we had this leak about Launch being in Cold War. I went through some BO1 maps, I went through some maps that were remade, and I said, I know we just got Launch in Black Ops 4, but I would still love to see this map return. I think this is such a sick map. BO4, it looked amazing, honestly. I think BO4 really did a great job with these BO1 map remakes, especially on Launch here. This map looked so good on this game for whatever reason. I had a great time playing it in custom lobbies, even against bots, and the colors are amazing. The layout's super fun as well. It's not the most close quarters map, but it's a really solid small to medium-sized MP map. So for this map to be in Cold War, again, as I said, I would love to have other BO1 maps that haven't been remade, but I'm perfectly fine with Launch being a part of this list here for Cold War MP maps. So let me know your opinions on that down below, and hopefully they do the nighttime version as well, because that looks super sick. So for the last one here, we have, of course, Summit, a map that so many people have said they want to see in Cold War, and of course it's being brought back. So this one here is super sick. We had leaks about firing range, jungle, and Summit being in Cold War from over a year ago. I think it was even before Cold War came out, we had leaks about these 3 maps returning. So Summit was already in our minds. It was already in the discussion. It's another fan favorite, iconic map. One of the best, it's definitely a top 5 BO1 map of all time. It's probably also in people's rankings for the top Treyarch MP maps of all time as well. So Summit is a solid one. Of course, again, the BO4 version looked amazing, looked super cool. Colors were vibrant. The map layout as well, really solid, super easy to learn and understand. You didn't have any crazy little areas to hide in. I mean, you had 3 lanes, you had the middle of the map, you had the spawns. I mean, everything just worked well with Summit. So I think it's a great map overall. I would love to see it return. Again, it's a map that we've seen in several past Call of Duties. It's also been in COD Mobile as well. I mean, it's been in so many CODs, but it won't be a bad thing seeing it return to Black Ops Cold War, in my opinion. So overall here, those are the maps we're going to be seeing very soon. Of course, we also have Jungle as well. We're going to be seeing that very soon. That should be, as I said, the next map up for the Cold War Year 2 updates. If you guys want to look at some early gameplay screenshots of Jungle in Cold War's multiplayer, I made a video on that recently. I'll put a link down below in the description. But Jungle, again, another map, not my favorite, honestly. Just like Havana, like, it's a good map. It was fun back in BO1. It looked great in Black Ops 4, but it wouldn't be a map I really choose to bring over if I had the choice for, what Cold War remakes I want. But, playing it back on BO4, going to the custom game, I realized, it's a pretty good layout, pretty good map, colors looked good, and, it wouldn't be a bad thing. It wouldn't hurt to have it in Cold War. So, again, as I said, we have to appreciate whatever content we're getting. For most Call of Duties, we don't ever get Year 2 content. It's honestly very rare. We had Zombies Chronicles for Black Ops 3. We had some minor updates for other CODs. We had some maps and a weapon for MW 2019's Year 2 season. And for Cold War, it seems like we're going to be getting the most amount of Year 2 content in Call of Duty history for any single COD. So, whatever we're getting, we have to appreciate, we have to accept, and I think overall, we have some pretty good maps coming up here. And also, for a side note, I feel like this will be all of the maps we're getting for the rest of the year. I mean, if they release more than 6 or 7 MP maps in this game during its Year 2 season, that would be insane. So I don't want to get too ahead of myself here. I feel like this is a pretty good number for extra MP maps. I want them to, work on zombies as well and other parts of Year 2 updates they could do, and not just, all different MP map remakes. But we'll see very soon. It's super early. I'll update you guys once we get more information on that. So let me know your opinions on this down below. Are you hyped for these maps to return into Cold War? Of course, these will be spread out. We're not going to see these all at once. We'll have probably one new MP map per month, maybe every other month. We'll see very soon. There's no set schedule, but again, it seems like we will be getting these maps throughout this Cold War Year 2 season. There are 2 videos up on screen that may interest you, so be sure to check one of them out. Really do appreciate it, guys. Be sure to subscribe if you're new and you enjoyed the video. Shout out to the YouTube channel members as always, and I'll see you guys in the next video or live stream. Peace out, guys.